Hi Namita, how are you?
I'm good, Meenu. Hi.
Today we are going to discuss six interesting and very catchy phrases.
Yes, I'm really excited to share them.
Yeah. So before that, I would like you to give a brief introduction.
Cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Namata. I am co-founder and chief learning officer of Sparky AI. Sparky AI is a conversational English chatbot. It helps you through conversations. It provides you judgment-free environment, and what it does is it helps you build your spoken English fluency. It will give you feedback. It will help you build your vocabulary. It will help you improve your grammar, and you will get to learn how to talk about different topics, be it learning to introduce yourself or how to crack an interview or just talking about general things that about sports or about movies, just general affairs. And it would help you become knowledgeable and smart in English. So that's what we do at Sparky. I've been an educator for the last 15 years. I've taught in India, I've taught in the US, and I've worked with over 1 million learners in the last 15 years of my life. Really excited to be on this channel, excited to share these six really easy daily use phrases that will make you sound like a native speaker.
What all they can do to sound like native speakers?
So the key difference between a native speaker and a non-native speaker is it's like think about your mother tongue. And whatever you can do in your mother tongue, a native speaker is able to do that in English because for them, their mother tongue is English. So everything that they have been exposed to in English. So I've heard so many times from my learners, they say we sound so smart in Hindi or in Marathi or in Gujarati because you know a lot of words, because surrounding, like a lot of times our home environment supports our native language. So for them, so that's the key difference, your vocabulary, your ability to play around with language. What that means is you can crack jokes, for example. You can give opinions. You can build on conversations. You can make connections. You can acquire knowledge in that language. So you appear intelligent in that language. So that is the key difference between a native speaker and a non-native speaker. A non-native speaker will speak language, say, for example, if you speak Hindi at home, because that is your native language, and you're learning English. So you, even if you become fluent in English, but the way you are able to use certain, what you say, muhavras,
Yeah.
वो same मुहावरे we are not able to use in English that confidently, because हमारे को उतना हम language को तोड़ मरोड़ के नहीं बात कर पाते हैं. So that is the key difference between a native and a non-native speaker, and that's why अगर हम देखेंगे हिंदी में we will make less grammar mistakes versus in English. So that's the key difference. All of this comes with practice, exposure, and the more you immerse yourself in that language that you want to learn, acquire, you will start becoming more and more proficient. You will start sounding like a native speaker.
Okay, even in Hindi, when we say like, akal badiya bhains, all these things,
Right.
jaise ko taisa and all, so these words make our conversation interesting. It packs more punch.
Exactly.
And beautifies the language.
Absolutely. And it shows our command over it, that how confident we are.
Yes. Tell me first, like how Sparky can help them learn new phrases and idioms. Can it do that?
Got it. Absolutely. So you can talk to Sparky about anything, and there are so many different themes, different topics, and it will help you on idioms and phrases. Just we were just discussing these muhavras. Imagine the same one in English. So it can help you in that. But what it does is it does step-by-step learning for you. So step-by-step learning means that it will start off first with topics that you can connect with, that will help you open up and help you use the words that you know. And the words that we know are the things that are around us, like about our friends, about our family, about our neighborhood, about our city, about the weather. And then move on to topics which may not be of comfort to you or may not be. So, for example, let's learn adjectives today, or let's learn about simple past tense today. And, again, through different scenarios and situations, it will help you learn these concepts. It actively gives you feedback. So whatever you are talking, you can actually take grammar feedback either directly from Sparky, or there is, like, on everything that you say, you get grammar feedback that, these are the mistakes that you made, and here is the better way of saying it. Sparky is also available in different accents and different pace. So some people are comfortable with Indian accent, but they want the speed to be slow. Some are okay with American accent and they want the speed to be slow or fast. So you can control the pace. Meenu, instead of me telling about Sparky, why don't we see a demo of Sparky? I think एक बार video देखेंगे so the viewers will be able to resonate with it better.
Let's show them a demo.
Introducing Sparky, your voice-first AI friend for building spoken English fluency. Sparky is a friendly fox you can speak in English with even if you don't speak well.
Here's an example. It's raining cats and dogs means it's raining heavily. Can you think of any other idiom you'd like to learn about?
Each conversation is designed to give you practice on specific language concepts or topics relevant to your life. Sparky keeps the conversation going so it never gets boring and helps and supports learners. If you're stuck for words, Sparky suggests what you could say. If you don't understand something Sparky said, you can easily see the meaning and even translate it to a language of your choice. Want to hear something again? You can just hit replay. You can also choose the accent and speed for Sparky's voice.
Hello. Would you like me to speak faster or slower or in a different style?
Sparky gently corrects you and also shares feedback on everything you say.
I did not got invited for my friend's birthday and I'm very sad. I didn't knew she did not want to be friends with me.
Oh no.
Over time, it creates your personalized learning path to give you more practice on the specific mistakes that you make. If you don't feel like always talking, you can try out some fun interactive games designed to build vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. You can also read stories and articles with Sparky, and Sparky will highlight the mispronounced words in red. Users see Sparky as a friend and enjoy talking to it.
I want to share a few things with you. Like in friendship, I always try to put my efforts in my all possible best ways. Then also, I am always being treated like an option. What to do about it?
Very soon, underconfident, struggling learners gain confidence, get over the stress and embarrassment, and begin to have meaningful conversations about things important to them.
So as we saw in the demo, it can really teach them so many new idioms and phrases, and it can beautify their language. So it will adapt to their level, whatever level they are at.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the beauty of generative AI. So based on the age, based on the region, based on the city of the user and their interest, it can have a conversation which gets you excited that, oh, I really want to talk about this topic. And the more you talk about it, the more vocabulary you use, or, it helps you build that vocabulary. I think the more you speak with it, the better you will get at it. That's all I can say. And I would really invite each one of you to try out Sparky and give us feedback.
That's amazing. I would request all of you to download this app from the link given in the description. And you can take the 6 months plan, which I would suggest because that will be the cheapest for you.
Yes, that's absolutely the 6 month plan. There are always some discounts that are running on our app, so people can benefit from it. And our 6 month plan is as cheap as 100 rupees a month. So I would encourage everyone to, and it's unlimited. As much as you want to use, as much English as you want to use. I don't think so any tutor can help you with that. It will give you that kind of flexibility and price points. Yeah.
And it is super cheap, I think. 100 rupees per month is super cheap.
Yes, I agree. It is designed to be like that because we want more and more learners to benefit from it.
That's amazing. So let's discuss 6 phrases that they can start using from today to beautify their language.
Absolutely. Let's get started. I'm really excited to share these 6 super simple phrases that would make you sound like a native speaker. So let's get started with the first one, Meenu.
Okay. Yeah.
This is my favorite, a piece of cake. So what makes it easy is because it sounds, it means very easy. It means that something that is very easy. It sounds delicious. And so, for example, learning to ride a bike was a piece of cake, something which was very easy for you to do. Instead of using really long sentence, if you just use a piece of cake, like what is the purpose of phrases? Phrases help us communicate, something that you want to talk about, a task or action or about something in a fun way.
We can express things more effectively using less words.
Absolutely, absolutely. So learning to ride a bike was a piece of cake for him. Another example can be in your workplace. I finished that project. It was a piece of cake for me.
Yeah.
Another example, it could be for, say, if you are talking to a friend of yours, you can say that, oh, that assignment that our professor gave was a piece of cake. So
We can make negative sentences also, like clearing the maths test was not a piece of cake.
Was not a piece of cake, yes.
Yeah.
So that is also to show that something, it was not easy at all.
Yeah, it was not easy at all. So piece of cake means something that melts in your mouth. That means very, very easy. Piece of cake melts in your mouth.
Oh, yes, that's a great connection. It just melts in your mouth. So it was very easy. And by using no or not a negative before it, you can also convey something was not very easy.
Something was not very easy. Yeah. It is not going to be a piece of cake for you.
It is not going to be a piece of cake for you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Climbing Mount Everest is not a piece of cake.
Yeah, correct. So it's a fun way of speaking.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it also adds some visual to it.
Right.
That you start imagining. The minute you say somebody is using, say, a piece of cake, suddenly the conversation becomes interesting, and it also adds a visualization to it.
Yeah, true.
Move on to the next one. Under the weather.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think, Meenu, you are in Delhi NCR, right?
Yes.
So how's the weather there?
Yeah, the weather is good, but it is, so polluted these days.
Right. So I heard a lot of people are feeling sick. So under the weather means feeling sick. So for example, if you are not able to make it to work today, so you message your manager or your peer and you tell them that, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I think I'll skip work today. Yeah, that is one way of saying. Another example could be that, oh, I was unable to submit my report because I was under the weather.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of telling, explicitly like I had a cold, I had a cough, I had fever, you can just say I was feeling a bit under the weather.
Under the weather.
Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of getting into specifics, because a lot of times people don't need to know the specifics and then we end up defining the entire problem that we had. But if we just use the phrase under the weather, it's super quick. People understand that you are not well.
Yeah. People just get the idea immediately.
Yes. Yeah. And it's also a very professional way of communicating, especially in any professional setting, be it in your college or be it at work. This is a professional way of communicating to your manager or to your peer or to anyone who you speak to at work. It's also part of professional language.
Right. And it sounds impressive.
It sounds impressive. Absolutely. Phrases really sound impressive because you're able to, again, play around with the language.
Yeah. And these are very simple phrases.
Absolutely.
All learners should know them.
Absolutely. A piece of cake, under the weather. These phrases, if you know, you can, and they can be used on a daily basis. I think I used all 6 of them. By 2 p.m. I'd used at least 5 of them.
Okay.
Now the next one is break a leg. Don't take it literally, please.
Yeah, that is what I was going to say. Don't take it literally that your leg is going to be broken. Don't think like that.
Yes, please don't break anybody's leg.
Yeah.
Break a leg is a way of wishing someone like good luck.
Yeah.
That is, say, for example, if somebody has a competition tomorrow or a test tomorrow, you just say that, break a leg. Break a leg in itself is a sentence. Like if you just say that, buddy, break a leg.
Yeah.
Is it itself a complete sentence?
Yeah.
That's why I love this phrase, because you can just say break a leg and it's done. You don't need to use the rest of the sentence.
Wishing you all the best can be just replaced with break a leg. Yeah.
And it sounds funny. It sounds fun. It also, I think if you're wishing someone break a leg and they're going for some exam or something, suddenly I think it adds ease to it because it has a certain humor attached. It sounds funny.
Yeah.
So for example, over here, you've got an audition tomorrow, break a leg.
Yeah.
And it's also a way of cheering them up.
Correct. So let's move to the next one.
So we've covered 3 so far: piece of cake, under the weather, and break a leg. Now the next one. So I hope viewers, you're finding this super easy so far. Now let's move on to the 4th one: spill the beans. Now think about, you have a box full of rajma beans.
Right.
And you open that box and it all goes out.
Yeah.
So it's literally that.
Yeah. So all the kidney beans will be spilled on the floor.
All the kidney beans. So it's literally that, like like a secret which is wrapped so closely to your heart, and you keep it so close to your heart, and suddenly it goes out and it's all out. So spill the beans is like, a secret is out.
Yeah.
And
you revealed the secret. That means you spilled
the beans. You revealed the secret. Absolutely. For example, you were planning a surprise party and by accident, you revealed that secret to the friend for who the surprise party was planned. So all your other friends are going to say, oh, you spilled the beans.
Right. The surprise party will not remain the surprise party. You spilled the beans.
Exactly.
The person already got to know what was going to happen.
Absolutely. If any of your viewers, if they have great examples, please leave them in the comment below. I would love to hear some of your creations around spill the beans.
Actually, I was also going to say this, that please give one example of each phrase and write in the comments. Yeah.
Great. Let's move on to the next one. On cloud 9. So it's not the hospital chain Cloud 9, everyone. That's not what I'm talking about. You're not going to the hospital right now. On cloud 9 means, and that's where even the hospital's name comes, that whenever you come to cloud 9, you feel super happy. So yes, when somebody says, oh, I'm on cloud 9, it means they're very, very happy. They're very excited about something. So when you win a lottery, or you come first in your class, or you get a promotion, you can say, oh, I'm on cloud 9 today.
Yeah. I have heard people say that she called me today. I'm on cloud 9. Yeah. Yes.
Or you propose to someone and they said yes, and you can say, oh, I'm on cloud 9.
Yes.
See, it's such a simple, fun way of expressing yourself. Yes. And it takes away the seriousness of the conversation. It adds humor. So you can see that all the phrases that we have discussed so far, they all are easy. They can be used on daily basis.
Yes.
And they sound so fun, and they make you sound smart and intelligent.
Yeah.
And they're so simple.
Just saying I am very happy becomes boring after a while, If you say
exactly.
I am cloud, and even the person who is speaking, he also enjoys saying.
Absolutely. When I used to teach English, so there were words that were banned in my class. Like the learners were not allowed to use. They were not allowed to use fine. They were not allowed to use good. They were not allowed to use happy, sad. These very generic emotions. So they had to come up with words that exactly something new. And phrases are one of the best ways of doing that. Imagine, instead of saying very happy, you actually tell someone, I'm on cloud 9 today.
Correct.
And here is the last one. Once in a blue moon. It's actually also very scientific, because you can see blue moon, and blue moon is extremely rare to see. And so that's what it means. Something which is extremely rare, which doesn't happen very often. For example, if you, like over here, I've given an example, like we go to that fancy restaurant once in a blue moon, or we
visit our grandparents once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon, we visit our grandparents.
So once in a while, once in a blue moon, they sound so interesting and nice, and these are very basic.
Absolutely,
yeah.
These are very basic, simple phrases. There are many. We have only chosen these 6, and the reason for choosing these 6 was because they can be used in your daily conversations. Like one of my favorite phrases is, especially I use a lot at work, is, are we on the same page?
Yeah, that is also very
it means that are you and I
agree on this?
Is there an understanding? Agree on it.
We
exactly. Do we
have
have a common understanding?
We agree on this. Yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of times I use it with my husband as well. That Rohit, are you and I on the same page?
And there is one which I like some people are, life of the party. So instead of saying they are fun, outgoing and extrovert, and they like to make friends, they like to speak, you just say they are life of the party. So, that conveys it all.